Hey guys, so I'm going to give you an update. How I'm, 18 weeks now? I think the last update, well, I think if I upload it, I have a video that I haven't uploaded yet as of like right now as I'm speaking, but I have a video recorded of I think 15 or 16 week bump date type of thing. Also I have a cold right now, so that's somewhat of an update, but it's not really pregnancy related. Or another thing that I want to show you, another thing that I want to show you that I think is pregnancy related. I don't know if I'll be able to show you. Oh no, my stomach's hurting. But anyway, I just went out to eat with some ladies and stuff. And they all happened to go to my church, but the thing that we're doing, like meeting for breakfast and stuff, it doesn't have to be all that. But those are the people that, it doesn't have to be people from my church, but those are the people that ended up coming. But I had a somewhat big breakfast, and I had a caramel mocha, a couple actually, like, this is my second one. But anyway, yeah, I have a cold. So, I don't know what I was saying. But yeah, I have a update that I'll probably upload before this one, maybe the same day that this one was uploaded. And it's an update. I think it's a 15 week, but this is 18 weeks. So there's a couple new things, kind of. Nothing big really, but because I don't have a whole lot of symptoms, like in either pregnancy. If you haven't watched my other videos or if you haven't watched any of my other videos that I have up, I have a little girl that is 1. She just turned 1 November 2nd. And she's actually up taking a nap because it's past her nap time, and she has therapy at 1 o'clock, and it's like 12 something. It's almost 12:30 now. So I'm trying to let her get a nap in. But anyway, I keep going off trail. So let's see, updates. I have had for a while, it might have been the last update. Well, I won't put that then, because it's been a couple weeks since that was the case, where I was like feeling a tiny bit nauseous and had headaches a few days, but it's been a few weeks. So I had one day a couple weeks ago, and I'm pretty sure it would have been after my last update that I recorded, but where I was at church, and stuff like this happened, I think 2 or 3 times when I was in my 2nd trimester with my first baby. But I was sitting in church, and it was during the first service. I think I was in the kids' class, like helping in my daughter's class during the 2nd service. But during the first service, I was sitting there next to my husband, holding my daughter, and I was listening and stuff. But then I just kind of gradually started to feel kind of weird, almost like dizzy, nauseous, but I don't know if it was that or not. It was just kind of weird. And then and I was like kind of leaning on my husband, I think, but I was holding my daughter on my lap, and I just like felt really weird, and then I like broke out in a cold sweat, and I didn't know what was going to happen, if I was going to get sick or I was going to like faint. I didn't know what was going to happen. So I was like, okay, thinking, okay, I can't just sit here. I need to like go to the bathroom, set Gwen down. I don't want to like make my husband hold her. Go to the bathroom, set Gwen down on like the changing table or something, and just take sit down and take a few breaths. So I did that. I just kind of quietly got up, went to the bathroom, laid her down on the changing table, and like closed the door and stuff, sat on the toilet, and just kind of like sat there with my head in my hands for a little bit, and like fanned my face because I was like sweaty, and I was probably in there, I don't know, 5 minutes or less. Might have been less than 5 minutes. I don't know how long it was, but it was probably at least under 5 minutes. And then I went back out there, and I was fine. But I let Brett know, my husband, know after this first service was over, like what had happened, because I usually like I'm not gonna get up and go to the bathroom in the middle of the service at church. But I just, like, I had to go and, like, just get a minute to myself and, like, fan myself and stuff. And I didn't want to look like some crazy person or like I was having some kind of episode in front of everybody. So that happened, but that's only happened once, and it wasn't this past Sunday. Like, today's Wednesday. It wasn't this past Sunday, but the Sunday before, I think. Yeah, so that happened, but that's only happened the one time, I think, so far this pregnancy. Yeah, my stomach's hurting. I might have to take a break and go to the bathroom or something. But that's probably the biggest thing that's happened so far. Happened the one time. I've been, like, trying to like lay still sometimes at night and, like, not really feel my stomach from the outside, but, like, lay there. And I think I have put my, like, put my hand, like, down toward the bottom of my stomach, my pelvic area, somewhere in between there, and just lay and see if I can feel the baby kick, which I don't think I've felt yet. Maybe a couple times. I don't really know for sure, but nothing, like, for sure that I felt yet. Being 18 weeks, I started feeling, I think, at like 16 weeks to see if I could feel anything. I don't think I felt anything yet. I have a couple weeks, I don't know if it'll be 20 weeks at the time. Yeah, I think it'll be 20 weeks in some days. December 5th, I get to find out what our little baby is going to be, whether it's going to be a boy or a girl. I'm super excited about that. I'll probably make a video for that if you want to watch that, but like I said, that's December 5th, so it'll be a couple weeks before. And I probably won't come out on the 5th, but that's when we find out, so I'm excited. As long as the baby cooperates. So yeah, I've been feeling, kind of like, seeing if I can, like, on the inside feel as I'm laying and not doing anything else at night, if I can feel it, like, moving or kicking. And I haven't yet. There are times, whether I'm sitting or I'm laying down and I, like, make some kind of sudden movement to get up, or, like, twist or something, where I get, like, a cramp or a pain or something. I'm like, oh, I need to, like, and I have to, like, stand, like, hold still for a minute till it goes away and then go on with what I'm doing. Oh, as far as, like, craving type stuff, I'm not looking at, like, notes or anything. I'm just looking at the floor trying to think. But as far as cravings, I don't really have any cravings. I think I said in the last video, or one of the last videos, that I wanted sweet things more. I wouldn't really say that's continued necessarily. We actually have a lot of chips in our house right now. And I'm a big chip eater, but I just haven't wanted snacks. I've been eating a lot of days, like 2 times a day. I'll either eat breakfast or lunch, and then I'll eat supper. I'll eat one of the first 2 meals, and then I'll eat supper once Brett gets home from work. But I haven't really been craving anything. We actually have a lot of, like I said, we have a lot of snacks in our house right now, and they're not getting eaten because I'm not super hungry and I don't want to, like, overeat. But I still don't really want, I mean, I had this caramel mocha, which is really good. It's, like, one of my favorite coffee drinks ever at Bob Evans. But, well, it happens to be at Bob Evans, but, like, one of my favorite drinks ever from anywhere. But for the most part, like, we have coffee at our house, decaf coffee, a big thing of it, and we have sugar, and we have pumpkin, like the pumpkin creamer. We also have hazelnut creamer, which is good too, but, like, all of that, like the creamer and the sugar and coffee, decaf and regular, doesn't really make any difference to me, so I could drink the decaf and all that and have that at least once a day, but I just don't want it. Like, it wouldn't make me sick if I drank it. I made it, I think, twice in the last couple weeks. The first day I made it, I drank it. And then the other day that I made it, I think I took, like, 1 drink. Didn't drink anymore. But, like, I, for the most part, just don't make it because I just don't, like, it sounds good to my brain, but not to my stomach, if that makes sense. Like, I know that it's gonna smell good, it's gonna taste good, but it's just not what my body wants. So, that's kind of a shame because I really like coffee, as long as it's got sugary stuff in it. The think that's it as far as cravings. I mean, there was my husband, if you can see over there, there's a pile of boxes, and he's been collecting boxes for D&D related stuff. I don't know if you can see, there's like a house thing right there that he made. It's our guild hall for our D&D game, and so he's been collecting cardboard to make different things for the D&D, make little figures, and to make the buildings or whatever. He only made the one building so far, but he used a lot of like cereal box stuff and stuff from that, so like cardboard. So one of the things that we had sitting on our table, and part of the box is still over there, was the peanut butter Captain Crunch, which was actually from back when his mom came a few weeks ago for Gwen's birthday. She got that cereal, and like she let us have some and stuff, but I kept seeing that sit on the table, like just the empty box, and I was like, oh, I want that, it sounds so good. So like a week or two ago, I went and when I was getting some food for Gwen and stuff, I got a box, which is of course gone by now, but that was, I mainly just wanted that because I don't have cereal very often, and that kind's really good, so yeah. But I don't really have any, I don't feel like I've had any cravings. I guess you could say like coffee is an aversion, but there's nothing, like including coffee, nothing that makes me sick to eat or drink or think about eating. I've been a little bit more free about the caffeine that I drink this pregnancy, obviously, because like this thing you can't get in decaf, this caramel mocha, it just comes as it is with caffeine. And so for the most part, like my last pregnancy, my only other pregnancy, I usually let myself have one caffeine drink a week. Usually, sometimes it would be like twice a week if I was being dangerous. But, and sometimes I would have more than one that one day a week. Like I would have like a second one or something. But, this pregnancy, I usually try not to do more than one in a day. But, there's a good amount of days, like I have not been doing it like one day a week. I've been letting myself do it. Have like one caffeine drink, like a day type thing. Although I haven't had it every day, but it's been more than once a week usually. Like right now we have Mountain Dew in the house, which obviously has caffeine. If you know anything about pop. We have Mountain Dew, we have root beer, which I think the root beer that we have has caffeine, and we have Fanta. And Fanta doesn't have caffeine, but the other two drinks do. We got those for the D&D campaign that we had this past Saturday, and we still have the drinks. So I've been letting myself have one Mountain Dew a day, because that's like my favorite pop. I don't know if I even talked about it or not, but if you don't know or whatever, or don't remember if you have seen the video about my like giving birth to my daughter and stuff, my like meal after having her was I had 2 fish sandwiches from McDonald's and like a 20-ounce, I think it was 20-ounce Mountain Dew, because I hadn't had a whole lot of caffeine during my pregnancy. And I hadn't let myself have fish because there's at least certain fish that you can't have when you're pregnant. And so I just try not to have any kind of fish. But yeah, so I think that's pretty much it. It's probably longer than it needs to be already. I'm going to show you my belly. And then that'll be it for this video. So hold on. Let me get this set up a little bit. There we go. Can you see my belly? Is that too far out here? This is my belly. Here's with this thing down. Makes it better to... It's getting kind of big. It's getting to the point, oh, it's like, giving me cramps to push that. Probably because I ate so much or whatever, but, I need to, anyway. So that's probably mostly actually pregnancy belly now, because it's getting, like, hard. It's not just squishy. Like, right there is squishy, but if I push on it, it's harder and, like, bouncy like my pregnancy belly was last time. So there's that. That's my 18-week update. I have to do a couple more things before Gwen gets up and she has her things. So I'll see you guys hopefully in the next week, but definitely in the next update or whatever my next video is that I upload.